Good afternoon. I'm Riza Diaz. This is One News Now. The Philippines is set to receive its second delivery of COVID-19 shots on Thursday, this time from AstraZeneca through the COVAX facility. Malacanang confirmed that the arrival of the first shipment of vaccines from the British-Swedish manufacturer has been scheduled. Spokesman Harry Roque said the government is expecting at least 487,200 doses. But vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr. refused to confirm this, noting that the arrival has been delayed twice. The country was initially scheduled to receive the shipment by mid-February and eventually moved to March 1st, but this did not push through due to logistical concerns. On Sunday, some 600,000 donated shots from China's Sinovac arrived in the Philippines. Justice Secretary Minardo Guevara says the IATF has yet to re-deliberate whether or not to include persons deprived of liberty in the government's vaccine priority list. As it is, elderly prisoners are part of the senior citizen classification, second to medical frontliners. But other inmates sharing the cramped spaces with them may have to wait longer for vaccines. Guevara said the priority list is subject to further subclassification of the IATF. Now, in other news, the House of Representatives has approved a bill that establishes a presumption of guilt in drug-related crimes. To give us his insight on this, House Committee on Human Rights Chair Representative Bong Suntay is joining us over the phone. Sir, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Lisa. Good afternoon.
Sir, first of all, can you briefly explain to us what House Bill number 7814 primarily states?
78 for House Bill 7814 is an act strengthening drug prevention and control, amending for purposes the Public Act number 9165, otherwise known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act. But the main distinction of the proposed amendments was it shifted the burden of proof. So it created a presumption of guilt on the part of the accused. This was the reason why I voted no against the bill. Because, for the longest time, our Constitution and our system of government have long erred on the side of protecting innocence. Thus, we presume an accused person's innocence until they are proven guilty. So, if this proposed amendment is enacted to law, that protection afforded to people who are accused of a crime shifts. Not to get me wrong, I don't want to be misconstrued. We all want illegal drugs to be totally eradicated from our society. And I'm in full support of this administration's campaign against illegal drugs. And in this respect, I would not want our country to become a transshipment point of dangerous drugs. However, as a lawyer, I also don't want that presumption of innocence, which is protected under the Constitution, disregarded.
Congressman, some of your colleagues said it will strengthen the country's drug prevention and control program. What can you say about this?
I don't believe that we have any deficit in terms of laws that the state could use against people, drug importers or drug pushers. Most of the problems are the result of poor implementation of the law. Now, look, there are a lot of people involved in dangerous drugs who have been sued in court. Now, a lot of them, realistically, truthfully, a lot of them has been dismissed, not because our laws are deficient, but because of poor implementation. Mali yung handling ng evidence, the prosecution bungles the case. So the problem is not with the law.
Sir, how far do you think this legislation will go? Are you expecting this to hurdle the Senate and Office of the President?
Well, first, I don't think, because this will create a dangerous precedent, the shifting of the burden of proof towards the accused. I think this will be debated, highly debated upon in the Senate. I doubt it if it will pass the Senate. Even if it passes the Senate and it's signed into law, I believe that people will question its constitutionality in the Supreme Court.
Sir, do you think this proposed measure would have an impact on the government's year-long campaign against illegal drugs?
Well, if it, of course it will help. Of course it will help. Because it shifts the burden of proof. But the thing is, do we want to do it? I believe that we should rather err in the side of caution. We should err in the side of presuming people to be innocent. Because I would rather see, 10 guilty individuals set free than have one innocent person convicted of a crime that they did not commit. There are dangerous implications with regards to some of the proposed amendments. For example, in Section 4, a person is presumed to be an operator, maintainer, or administrator of a dive resort if he or she has actual or constructive control and management of a premises. So if I own, for example, if I own an apartment and unknowingly it was used for a pot session, then I'm presumed to be an operator of a drug den. That's the presumption which is created. So if I own a property, for example, if I own a 1 hectare property and a bag of marijuana is found inside that property, so even if I do not own it, the presumption is I own that bag of marijuana because it's inside my property. Those are the implications of the proposed amendments. And there are 20 such assumptions within the proposed bill.
Well, thank you, sir, for your time and for your insights. That's Representative Bong Suntay, Chairman of House Committee on Human Rights. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.